Hello my lovely nestlings and welcome to my declutter series of 2023. I'm going to be brutal. I really want to curb down my makeup collection, really curate it so that the things that I have are things that I use and love. I don't review as much makeup anymore as I used to, so I also don't need to have as much in my collection. Today is the first one and we're going to start with base. And what do I mean by that? I have face primers, I have also the eye primers because you know it's in the primers. I have concealers and I have foundations. And I have a lot. So let's just dive right in. Let's get some things out of the way. If you're new, welcome. My name is Nikki. I'm from the Netherlands, hence the accent. I'm also slightly orcish, relatively vintage. I love spooky stuff, makeup and being creative. The slightly orcish is important because that means I'm green. I'm a light to light medium, warmish olive. Relatively vintage means I'm 47. And the spooky stuff, you know, it's Halloween always in my house. It saves dusting. I also have a bunch of tarantulas. We have a snake. We have a bunch of cats. Sometimes some ghosties floating around. It's all good, all is welcome here. Creativeness, I'm also a mandala artist and teacher. I also have an art channel, which will be linked down below in the description box. The other thing is, don't ask me for my used makeup, because I will not send it. I have homes for everything. Sometimes I do sell stuff on Vinted, and I will leave my Vinted page down below, but for the rest I have homes where everything is going to. So now that that is out of the way, let's just start. Shall we start with primers? Let's start with face primers because I can. Let's start with this one, which is kind of an in-between. So this is the Liquid Life Gel Base from Death and Candy Custom Creations. I use this as a shimmer base, but I'm also currently using it as a face primer because right now they don't have the gel face primers that I want here in store. So I'm using this one as a face primer and it works perfectly. So yeah, that one is not going anywhere. So let's then grab the rest of the primers that I have here. Let's start with this one from Rare Beauty. This is the illuminating primer. I don't use it a lot. I have almost used it half up. I don't really know what to do with this. On the one hand, I kind of want to keep it. On the other hand, I'm not using it because what I'm using is right now, it's kind of gel-based primers. Kind of looking at my foundations as well. I think I'm going to hold on to this one a little bit longer to see if I use it. So I'm keeping that one as well. Then I have here the Catrice, the Perfector Poreless Blur Primer. It works, but I don't use it. And I'm always kind of keeping it in my collection because I then have a blurring primer, but I'm not using it. So I'm actually going to declutter that one. Then we have here from Catrice the Smoother Plumping Primer Concentrate. And I kind of forgot that I had this one. This is actually also a gel-based primer. And it's pretty nice. So this is what it looks like. And it's a pretty nice primer. So I'm keeping this one as well. This one from Essence, the Jelly Fix and Last. It's almost empty. Almost. It kind of looks gross. It's almost empty. I'm going to finish it up and then I'm going to toss it. This one, the Kombucha Skin Shot. It's a very nice primer, but I'm out. So I am going to toss this one. Then here I have a primer oil from e.l.f. And I got this, I think, almost 4 years ago. And I think it's finally time to just get rid of it. I never use it. So I'm just going to declutter that one as well. Let's then move on to the eye primer. So I have all the primers out of the way. So here I have all my eye primers. The Catrice Waterproof Mattifying Primer. I actually really like this primer. I do have to say I'm not really using eyeshadow primers at the moment. I'm kind of lazy. I'm just, you know, doing my base, slapping foundation on my eyelids, and then that's kind of my eye base as well. So I can really tone this down because I'm just not using it. This one, while I love it, I am going to declutter it. Then I have here the Glam Shop one, which is basically a very pale olivey base. It's too light for me. It's even too light for me in winter. I'm not using it, so I'm going to declutter that as well. It is a nice primer though. Then here I have from Glam Shop their shimmer base, which as you can see is with a doe foot. This one is nice. It dries extremely quickly though. And if I am using a shimmer base, I'm not using this one. So I think I know someone who might like this. So I'm going to get rid of that as well. Then the Essence Primer in a Boss eyeshadow primer. It's actually a very, very nice eyeshadow primer. It is. And I have used it a lot. But I am going to get rid of it because I'm not using it right now. Here I have a black eyeshadow base from V Cosmetics. I love the eyeshadow base, but I do not use a product like this. I think I tried it once. I am going to declutter this. This was actually sent in PR. Then I have these two left. This is the Too Faced Shadow Insurance. It is basically the primer that I use. If I am using a primer, I am going to keep this one. And I'm also going to keep this one from Alter Ego. It's actually very close to the Too Faced one. This is new. It was sent in PR. I'm actually really enjoying it, so I'm keeping that one as well. So I'm keeping two eye primers. Let's go to concealers because it's the smallest amount. So let's start with these two from KVD Vegan Beauty. This is the shade 111 and this is the shade medium 141. I think I'm almost out of this. It looks gross. I know. I used it. I should have cleaned it before I started filming. Let's clean it. Let's kind of try to be a good YouTuber. This is not helping. Any hoosies, I use this almost daily. This one I use in summer, especially if I have kind of a no foundation day, but I just want to spot conceal a little bit, then this is the one I use. So I'm keeping both. This one is the Multitask Concealer from Rimmel in the shade Light, 30 Light. I actually use this as well. This is a little bit more of a peachy one, but I like to use it when I have a lot of basically dark purple circles. Then I use this. I like it, so I'm keeping it. This one from Catrice, the Clean ID High Coverage Concealer in the shade Neutral Sand, which is actually an olive toned concealer. I like this one as well. If I really need an olive toned concealer, or again, now that I'm in winter, I kind of want to have a little bit of spot conceal, but don't really want to use a lot of foundation. This is the one I use, so I'm keeping that as well. And then here we have the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Concealer in the shade Sugar Biscuit 3.5 Neutral. This is way too dark for me. This is way too dark for me. So it doesn't, I haven't really tried it out because it's too dark. I don't think I have the packaging anymore because as the idiot that I am, I tossed the packaging when I got it in, but I've never used this. So, but it's too dark for me. So I'm going to declutter that as well. Okay, now foundations. Let's start with this one from Charlotte Tilbury. This is her Beautiful Skin Foundation in the shade 5 Neutral. This is for me a summer foundation, color-wise. It is pretty, and I do enjoy it, but I can only use it in the summer. I am almost out though. I think I'm going to keep it and then just finish it up when it's summer again. Then here I have the Smashbox Halo in light olive. Let me tell you that this is not light. This is medium. Because this, for me, it's very much a summer color. And that is a shame. I really do like the product. I haven't used it a lot, though, in summer, honestly. I'm putting that on the maybe pile. Because, I don't know. Foundations, for me, it's difficult to pass along because not a lot of people I know are olive toned. So there is that. Let's go to these two from Catrice. The tinted nude drop tinted serum foundation. These are new. They released these last year, I believe, or this year. This is 20W and I have 38W. These are not olive. I have to mix them. I have to mix them together anyway because it's not the correct color for me. I do like the foundation, but you know, I have my favorites, and I am going to pass these along. I know someone who will like these, so I'm going to declutter those. Then we have here the Kosas Revealer Skin Improving Foundation in light neutral olive 150. I'm still a little bit too tan for this. This is more my very much depth of winter foundation, I think. Oh, maybe not. Oh, I think I can actually use this one again. Does it? Huh. Kind of smells a little bit weird though. Oh, that's so sad. It smells like ammonia. Oh, that's sad. I really enjoyed the foundation. But I'm going to toss this because it smells like ammonia. And I don't, or at least my nose gives me that smell. So I don't think it's good anymore, unfortunately. So I'm just going to toss that one. I'm going to declutter that as well. Then here I have from Glam Shop their illuminating foundation in the shade Olive 1.75. It's a nice foundation. I love Glam Shop's foundations. This is for me right now a little bit too dark. But I really do enjoy their foundations. I did not use it a lot this year, but I am kind of hoping. I'm going to put it in a maybe pile. I'm going to put it in a maybe pile. Now I'm going to go to these from House Labs. I have the shade. Does it say anywhere? Oh yeah, I have the shade 30 Fair Cool and I have the shade 190 Light Cool. This is too light for me. This is my summer color. So I actually, if I use them, I mix them together. And I do use them quite a bit. They're basically half full. These are not going anywhere. These are also not going anywhere. These are my KVD foundations. I have the shade medium 27 and medium 54. I use these quite a bit. So this is basically my depth of winter shade. This is my summer shade. I mixed the two together during the year. By far my favorite foundation, so not going anywhere. Can I count these as one? Probably not, right? But they are staying. Then we have here the Lisa Eldridge foundations. I have again two colors. I have shade 9 and I have shade 16. So shade 9 is depth-wise perfect for me right now, but it's too cool tone. This is a I think this is a neutral olive, but it's too cool toned for me. This is a warmer olive, and in winter this, or in summer, this works very, very well. I do use it on occasion. If I kind of want to have a lighter coverage foundation, I usually have these two, and I usually mix them together. So I think I'm going to hold on to these as well. Then we have this one, the Makeup by Mario foundation in a 12 olive. I don't like this foundation at all. I bought this when it launched. Listen, it makes me look like a glitter ball, and it is not the look that I prefer. If you, however, love an illuminating foundation, then this is definitely for you because it's very illuminating. It has shimmer particles in it. If you love that type of thing, go for it. For the rest, I think that I thought that the consistency was nice, but I just couldn't get over the finish. So I'm going to declutter this one as well. Then I have two foundations left. Yes, I have the Woma Say What foundation in Honey Honey T1, which is basically my summer color. And I have one from Catrice. So let's go to this one. I think this was actually my go-to mixing darkening up foundation for the Glam Shop, the original Glam Shop foundation. The original Glam Shop foundation has a stunning finish, has the exact same finish as the Woma. This one was way too dark and the Glam Shop one was too light. I don't have the Glam Shop foundations anymore. I think that they were done and I tossed them. I haven't touched this foundation in so long, and I need to lighten this one up. And I already have other summer foundations, so I am going to declutter this one. Then here we have the Catrice Soft Glam Filter Fluid in 20 Light Medium. I actually really enjoyed this. It has a little bit of an olivey undertone, olivey goldeny undertone. This works for me in summer. Unfortunately, their light shade is too pink. It's basically peachy pink, which will not work for me at all. And I can only use this in winter. It doesn't have a doe foot, or it has a doe foot, which is kind of sad. Maybe I can see if the pump from the Kosas foundation fits on this one, because then I can use it in winter. I can just mix it up a little bit more in other foundations, or lighten it up a little bit maybe with the House Labs one. So I'm kind of going to try that, but yeah, I am going to keep this one. Then these two. I need to lighten this up. I can lighten this up, but do I want to keep these? That's kind of the question. I love both foundations, but honestly, if I'm doing a foundation, I never reach for these. I'm going to declutter the Glam Shop one. What am I going to do with the halo? I think I'll keep this one for another round, because I really did enjoy the finish. It's a lovely product. And I also don't know who to pass it on to. I'm going to hold on to this one as well. Now, honestly, even though this is 2 bottles, it's basically 1 foundation. So it looks like I have a lot of foundations left, that I'm keeping a lot, but I always use these 2 together, right? I actually always use these 2 together, and I always use the House Labs together as well. So then it's kind of okay, I think. It's just, you know, it's the same foundation, but just a different color. So for me, it kind of counts as 1. Does that make any sense at all? Let me count up everything and I'll be right back. Okay, so the grand total is, I started with 34 products at the start of the video. I'm decluttering 15 and I'm keeping 19. So let's break that down. I'm decluttering 3 face primers, 5 eye primers, 6 foundation bottles, and 1 concealer. And I'm keeping 4 face primers and 1 that kind of doubles up as a shimmer primer. I'm keeping 2 eye primers, 9 foundations, which are, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, say 5 foundations if I am doubling up the KVD and such, yes, but 9 foundation bottles, 4 concealers. That's what I'm keeping. And looking at my drawer where everything fits so snugly, I'm so happy about that. So that is the video of today. Let me know down below what you think. If I don't forget, I will leave my foundation playlist. I think I have a foundation playlist. I will leave that on the end screen for you to check out. And yeah, let me know if you're excited about this series. Make sure you are subscribed for all the other videos that I will do in this series. Next will be powders and bronzers. Then will be blushes and then highlighters. And then we will probably go to eyeshadows. So yes. That was it. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down in the comment section below. I'm going to wish you a fantastic day, fabulous evening. May your foundation always match your neck, and I will see you very soon in another video. Bye.